Now today I'm going to be making a video on a exploit that people are using to obtain free membership in old school RuneScape. Honestly, I'm surprised I haven't even thought of this. It's extremely simple. Anyone can do it. Now the reason for making this video is to get this exploit removed, as I think it's unhealthy for the game, and I'm very surprised that jagex has not been made aware of this, or they haven't removed it from the game, because it's extremely easy to do and anyone can really do it with minimal resources and minimal knowledge of really anything. You can be a dumbass and do this. I managed to do it, so it'll be easy for everyone. Now the reason that this is unhealthy for the game should be fairly obvious, but for one, well, jagex is losing revenue, but specifically the main problem is that bot accounts are using this to obtain free membership an unlimited amount of times, which increases the viability of making giant bot farms because you no longer have to actually pay for membership. And you can even use it to suicide bot members only money making methods without having to worry about losing a bunch of money buying membership or bonds. And what makes this even worse is that you can use this exploit on an existing account an unlimited amount of times. It does not require making more RuneScape accounts or anything like that. I'm going to submit a ticket to jagex, but the fact that they are not aware of something like this seems kind of unlikely to me. But anyway, I will take off my tinfoil hat. I'm going to show you quickly how to do it. Let's get started. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do it. I would recommend not actually doing this, as I'm sure it is against some terms of services agreement. That being said, I don't really know what rule you're breaking. None of this is illegal or anything like that. So first up, I'm just going to explain the general concept of it. Now the way this method works is by redeeming the free 1 week of membership that you receive for signing up for a new Google Play account or iOS store account on your phone. This has to be done on Android or iOS, so this won't work on your computer. So what you do is you create a new Google account, purchase 1 month of membership plus the 7 days free membership trial you get for purchasing it. Again, this is a promotion from mobile, but it has carried over for a year pretty much now. And that leaves you with 7 days of free membership. Now here's the part that really gets me. The only bottleneck they have in place for preventing people from just repeating this over and over again is Google Play or iOS accounts. The account type that you can literally make in 30 seconds with minimal verification required is what they're using to prevent people from mass creating accounts and claiming this offer. They could have used your payment method. They could have required a phone number every time, but no, they went with your Google account. Even limiting the offer to once per account would have helped out quite a bit, although not ideal because you could still make a bunch of new bot accounts. Anyway, that is how it works, and you just repeat that over and over again. So the first step is to install an Android emulator for your PC. I believe you could most likely do this just all on your phone, but it's going to be a lot more challenging. The emulator that I used was BlueStacks, so you just go ahead and download and install it. Once you have it installed and running, it will prompt you to log into a Google account. Now once you have BlueStacks open, you'll need to go ahead and create a Google account. Really easy to do, no verification required to actually make the Google account. We just made one called freemembership67@gmail.com. Now you will need to verify a phone number, and while I was actually able to do this multiple times on one phone number, I'm assuming eventually your phone number would get banned or get removed. However, there are very easy ways to get around that by just using SMS forwarding services. There's online numbers, there's virtual verification websites. It's not that challenging to get a SMS verification. However, for my purpose, I was able to just do it twice on the same account. I'm sure you could probably do it multiple times. And once you're logged in onto your Google account, next up you need to download RuneScape Mobile. Very simple. We'll go ahead and hit install. Now you don't actually need to enter any payment information yet. You could do it now, but I'm just going to do it later for security reasons. This should only take a minute to install and download. From there, we can go ahead and open up RuneScape Mobile. And once the game is open, we'll move on to the next step. Now next up here, there will be a few login options. You want to log in with a regular RuneScape account, as if you have it linked to a Google Play account, this may not work properly. So you'll want one that is independent and not linked to iOS or Android. To do that, you just use an existing account or create one on the official RuneScape website. Now once you're logged into the game, you want to click on the icon in the bottom left. It's a guy with a gear on it. It's your settings or your membership page. Since this account doesn't actually have membership, at the top left of that page there's an upgrade now button. From here you'll get a pop-up window that will show you the different membership packages, and beneath it, it will show you a 1 week free trial that comes with the membership package, and that will only show up on a new Google account, so you can redeem that once per Google account or iOS Store account. So from here, you'll need to actually go ahead and purchase a RuneScape membership, but the thing is you can just go ahead and cancel it right away and retain the 1 week free membership, although this actually will work with PayPal as well. So you'll really just need $15 in a PayPal account to make this work. So we're going to log in quickly to show that we actually do have the membership. You can see we have 7 days. It hasn't actually charged us for the month of membership. You can see that we're only on the free trial right now. Now the next step is to log into the RuneScape website, put in your login information for the account that you're using this on. You want to go click on account settings, and then in the bottom right you want to manage your subscriptions. From there you want to manage by account and cancel your subscription. No penalty, no charge, and now you have 7 days of free membership. However, to prove that this works, I'm going to go ahead and do it one more time for you. So on BlueStacks, you need to go to Android settings and then click on your Google account. In the top right corner, there are 3 triple dots. You want to click on that and click remove account. From there, you're just going to go ahead and create a new Google account. Now, when players are mass creating accounts, they're probably using a bot to create Gmail accounts or Google accounts and automating this process, as there's only one CAPTCHA check for the whole thing, and it's pretty easy to do that I think a bot could easily replicate it. So we went ahead and made a new email address, verified it with the exact same phone number. Again, I'm not sure how many times it would let you repeat it with the same phone number, but there are pretty easy ways to get around that. Once we have our Google Play Store account logged in, we're going to open up Old School RuneScape Mobile once again, and we're going to log in with the exact same account. Okay, so we can see that we have 7 days of free membership. This is the exact account we just did on 10 minutes ago. So we're going to click on the bottom left icon once again, and we're going to click on the open store button at the top left, and we can see that we can redeem our 1 week trial once again, which is absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand how this is not bound at least to once per account, once per credit card, once per PayPal account, or something that is not Google Play accounts, because you can see that they're really easy to make and don't require much verification. So we went ahead and put in the exact same credit card number again. The payment has been completed. The next step is to go ahead and cancel the membership once again through the actual official RuneScape website. And once that is all said and done, we can go ahead and log into our account where we have paid nothing, and we now have 2 weeks of membership, and we could theoretically repeat this as long as possible. I'm not going to do it because I don't actually want to abuse the method, as I do think it should be removed. And that's it. Simple as that. So clearly having a method like this in the game is very unhealthy for it. Obviously jagex is losing money, but more importantly to me is it could easily be affecting the RuneScape marketplace as well as just the integrity of the game. Historically, the majority of RuneScape bots have been in free-to-play, as there is no upfront cost to creating them and you can just burn through them as quickly as possible. And that is what is called suicide botting. However, by having an exploit like this in the game, it's enabling bot farms or people who are botting to now move on to members only methods, which are generally much better and not as heavily botted, as there is an upfront cost to buying either a bond or a membership that just really isn't there anymore if you can use this exploit to get free membership. So by consequence, we're definitely increasing the amount of bots in the game, and more importantly, increasing the amount of bots in members only areas where really there shouldn't be any there. And that's not to mention the RuneScape economy, which easily could be affected by this. Now obviously there are a ton of other factors that were going on at the time, but this exploit came out November of 2018, so it's been about 8 or 9 months now. It's going to be close to a year if this doesn't get removed soon. So I am picking a few items that are obtained from mid-level moneymakers in pay-to-play, and we're picking skilling methods here, so we can look at the price of rich enchantments. Now obviously a lot was going on at this point, so I'm not saying this is directly correlated just to this membership exploit. Like I said, it came out with the release of mobile, so at the end of October, early November. And since then, the price of rich enchantments have been decreasing ever since then, with just minor fluctuations. We also have stuff like blue dragonhide, which kind of started going down around the November time frame, as well as bowstrings, another heavily botted method. Pretty much right after November, the price plummeted into March and only has been recovering recently. And another random item here is Mahogany Planks, a really mid-level money-making method, where Mahogany Planks have been decreasing in price pretty much all year, but starting right around that November time frame. Again, may not be totally correlated, but I thought it was interesting to look at. Anyway guys, that is going to be it for today's video. Once again, I would just like to highlight one more time that I would not recommend actually trying this method out. It is definitely an exploit. You're going around some systems in place to get free membership, which was not intended. So I do think it is possible that accounts could be banned for doing this, or credit card numbers blacklisted. So I wouldn't recommend doing it. The whole point of this video is just to get the method removed. And I feel like putting some pressure on jagex to do so is the best way to get it done. So anyway guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.